What's up everyone, Robot Squid here. And I know it's been a while, but I'm coming back with a bunch of new videos, and the first one I want to kick it off with a very fun story time. So today's story time is about the time I got suspended. So remember to click like if you enjoyed the video, otherwise you will get suspended from summer, which basically means you just have to go to summer school. So this happened last year, and last year I had an English class with my friend Josh, the guy I do all the YouTube videos with. And basically our English teacher did not like us. So one of the things we did was we wrote the word gape all over a flashcard for like another class, and we were throwing it back and forth at each other. But then we missed and hit some kid in the leg. And the kid, he was kind of a snitch, so he takes it up and gives it to the teacher. And then the teacher says, "Okay, class, whose note card is this? Who wrote gape all over the note card?" And she's trying to read it because we wrote in like all these different fonts. We wrote it like upside down, backwards, just the word gape, Gape, all over this one note card. And me and Josh are laughing, like we're just going crazy. And she knows it's us, so she walks over and says, and I quote, "Are you two boys a fan of the word gape?" So we're just dying laughing. We're like, "Oh yeah, that's not our note card." And she's like, "All right then." So like she already did not like us. Like she knew it was us, but like she didn't know it was us. Like it was pretty obvious it was us, but she was just like, "Oh yeah, they said they didn't do it, so I technically can't yell at them." But then there's this kid, and for the sake of the video, we're gonna call him Nathan. And Nathan, I kind of was friends with Nathan in middle school, but then we just kind of stopped being friends. We kind of just, we weren't really friends anymore. Like, I actually met Josh through Nathan, and remember, it's a fake name, so his name's not actually Nathan. But I met Josh through Nathan, and me and Josh just started being friends, and we both just kind of stopped hanging out with Nathan. And then eventually Halloween rolls around. It was my birthday, so Josh was like, "Hey, yo, you want to, like, just mess around on Halloween?" So I'm like, "Sure," and we're just chilling, like, messing around the neighborhood and stuff, just, like, doing whatever we want. And he's like, "Oh, dude, we should go knock on Nathan's door." I'm like, "Oh, why, does he live around us?" Like, "Yeah, dude, he lives, like, 2 blocks down." So we go 2 blocks down, we knock on the guy's door, and, he's expecting it to be some trick-or-treater. So he opens the door, and he has, like, an entire bowl of Reese's. And I make the joke saying, "Oh yeah, like my name," so I technically own them. I grab the entire bowl of Reese's, just pour it into my bag, and he like jerks the bowl back. He's like all angry. He's like, "Dude, why would you do that?" So he's just like freaking out. Like Josh and I are laughing, and I'm like, "Okay, nothing of it." And then eventually he gets transferred into our English class like a month or two later. I remember it being super funny because for no reason he was wearing this leather jacket on all day, and it was really hot in the school. Like everyone was wearing like t-shirts, maybe jeans, and like normally shorts. But this dude just walks in wearing a leather jacket, and like it wasn't like one of those like really vintage like rough leather ones. Like it was like new leather. Like it basically looked like a garbage bag. Okay, it looked like this dude went outside, grabbed a garbage bag, just dumped the trash. I probably left some of the trash in, to be honest, because it just sounded really squeaky. And it's like stretched that over his body. He was like, "Yeah, I'm ready for school today," and decides to wear it all day. In this specific day in English class, we had to work on a project, but because the teacher did not like us, she was like, "Okay, you know what, Josh and Reese, you guys cannot work together." I'm like, damn it. Guess I can't work with Josh. So I end up working with one of my other friends in the class, and Josh ends up working with Nathan. So then, me and my friend sit by Josh and Nathan, and I'm joking around with them. And one of the big memes at the time was the dummy thick meme. So I say to Josh, I'm like, "Hey, Josh, dude, you're dummy thick." And, I laughed at it because, we were both really immature. We still are pretty immature with our jokes, but like that was like really hysterical to us at the time. So then I turn to Nathan and say, "Nathan, you're dummy thick." And he does not take that at all. He doesn't know I'm joking. So he just gets really offended. He's like, "Oh, what was that?" I was like, "Dude, I said you're dummy thick." And like him and like at the time, dummy thick was like the hottest meme. Like Josh and I were dying laughing. My one friend I was working with was dying laughing. Like everyone was laughing except Nathan. And like we don't know why. I'm like, "Dude, you good?" And like he was a fan. Like he is not like me. And like he was like just like he did not say anything. I'm like, and then the next day comes, and then the English teacher says, "Hey, you have to go down to the office." I'm like, "Oh, did they call for me or something?" And she says, "Nope," and she like writes out a pass. So basically what happened was Nathan went to the teacher and said, "Yeah, Reese called me dummy thick. This is bullying." So then the teacher wrote the pass and emailed the principal. Basically, the teacher sent me to the principal's office because normally it's like the principal, calls the teacher and says, "Yeah, send the kid down." No, she sent me to the principal's office. So I go down to the principal's office, and originally I was supposed to meet with like the nicest principal there. Like this one principal, he's a really nice guy. He would understand. I was like, it was just a joke. It was just a me. Like I wasn't actually doing any bullying or anything. But I go back because he wasn't there. Like this, "Oh yeah, he's not there, but you can meet with him tomorrow." I'm like, "Oh, okay, sweet." So I go back, and Josh says, "Yo, dude, what happened?" Like, "Oh no, dude, I just went down there. Like no one was there." So basically, the teacher is she just shook nasty because what she does is she then contacts the office saying, "Are there any principals there?" and she just sends me down right back again, like literally like 10 minutes later. She sends me right back down to the office just because she wanted me to get yelled at by a principal. So I end up going in there. It's like the meanest principal. He's like, so listen, I know you said some things, and you may have thought they were a joke, but we find them bullying. This is like the highest degree of bullying, and it is not okay. Name calling is not okay. You should be ashamed of yourself. Like, dude, I just said he was dummy thick. Like, I don't get what's wrong with it. Like, it's just a meme. And he's like, well, you know what? I just want you to know. You're looking at 3 days of out of school suspension for this. I'm like, wait, I'm looking at 3 days for out of school suspension. He's like, yes, you're facing 3 days out of school suspension. So I'm like, dude, why? And he's like, well, it's just we have no tolerance for bullying. And like, keep in mind, like I was trying to make a point, like, okay, yeah, there were kids doing drugs in the bathrooms. There were like worse things. There were people fighting in the bathrooms. Okay, like literally a week later, there were two kids fighting in the bathroom, and the video was going around. Like, everyone knew about it. And, like, the principals didn't really do much about it. Like, okay, yeah, you're in trouble. But, like, they didn't really do anything about it. And, they contacted my mom. And my mom's like, wait, you're giving him 3 days of out-of-school suspension because he quoted a meme? And, like, yeah, unfortunately. But eventually, after, like, my mom was like, dude, that's super unfair. Like, you can't give my son 3 days out of school because he called some kid dummy thick as a meme. So the principal ends up saying, okay, you know what? We changed our minds. We still have to punish you. We're giving you 1 day in school suspension. And let me tell you, 1 day in school suspension really sucks. But for whatever reason, they're like, you know what? It's going to be in school, so it's not going to be on your record. It's not really going to be like, oh, you got suspended. It's just going to be like, we're just going to say we like talked to you or something, but you're going to have to do 1 day in school suspension. I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. And basically, the next day I go in there, and it's like this cramped little room, and basically I had the presentation that day from English class, and I was supposed to be able to get out of in-school suspension, but the teacher disliked me so much, she literally told the principal, yeah, he can just do it tomorrow. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, why not? I was supposed to get extra credit because I volunteered to do it like the first day, and for the first day you're supposed to get extra credit, but she literally hated me so much. She would rather me sit in school suspension, and she literally said, you're not getting the extra credit. Like, neither you or your partner are getting the extra credit, which is stupid because, like, my partner, she totally deserved the extra credit. Like, she had her part ready on time. Like, to be honest, I was just, slapped mine together last second, and, like, it was still pretty good. But, like, my partner definitely deserved the extra credit. Like, even if, like, I didn't get it, like, I'm still mad my partner didn't get it because, like, she actually deserved it. So I just ended up doing it, on Monday instead of Friday. But basically, I walk into the in-school suspension room, and the guy there, he's one of the, like, more chill, like, administrators, like, hey, what are you in here for? To, like, one of the other kids. And, like, one of the other kids in there says, oh, I didn't do a worksheet. My teacher gave me in-school suspension. He's like, that's stupid. And then I walk in, and, he sees me. He's like, oh, what are you in for? I'm like, oh, I called some kid dummy thick. And, like, everyone just starts breaking out laughing. He's like, no, seriously, what are you in here for? Like, I called some kid dummy thick, and I got in-school suspension. And he's like, dude, that's really stupid. Like, how? I'm like, dude, I have no idea. But basically, on the plus side, though, eventually they were like, oh, yeah, some people need to use this room, so we're going to move to a bigger room. And basically, the bigger room is basically whenever, like, someone's teacher isn't there and they don't have a substitute, they just go chill in this room. And my best friend ended up walking in, like, I think a few hours later. I was in there the entire day, so it just sucked. Like, I was literally just drawing the entire day, except when I had, like, one math test, which, to be honest, being in school suspension was the only reason I managed to pass that math test, because, like, I was sneaking on my phone the whole time. But I was just drawing the entire day, and, like, 2 hours later, my best friend walks in, and, like, they're waving to me, and, like, I'm waving to them. Like, we were trying to do it really low-key, because, like, obviously the principals, like, the people there weren't, like, be too hyped about. Like, they don't really care. They're not paying attention. So, like, I'm basically just texting my best friend in ISS the entire time. And eventually I get out, and it was like, that was probably the worst experience ever. And to this day, Nathan, the guy I called dummy thick and got so offended, he suspended me. To this day, we're in a Steam group together, and he basically refuses to join the voice chat whenever I'm on, and he refuses to play with Josh or anyone else whenever, like, I'm even in the, like, group chat, like, on the voice chat or anything. Like, he just dislikes me that much. Well, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. It was really fun to tell. Like I said, I got some more funny stories coming out. If this video gets a bunch of likes, I'll try and find another good story. Stay safe in quarantine. Peace.